Hi, Aquarius. This is for Aquarius Sun, Moon, or Rising. Don't mind my kitty cat. His name is Loki. And he's purring because I said his name. Okay, let me get to my notes here. So Mars is going into Gemini. Actually, it went into Gemini yesterday, March 3rd. And yeah, there's a bunch of really good transits that will be hitting Mars this next 2 months. Mars will move out of, it'll be in Gemini till April 23rd or 26th, something like that. And yeah, lots of really good stuff happening with that. There's Saturn and there's Jupiter helping us out here, getting ready to reward us. So for Aquarius, you guys have Mars in Gemini. It lands in your 5th house of love. Sorry, the cat keeps rubbing against the computer. It lands in your 5th house of love, of children, creativity, hobbies, joy, fun, how you shine. Okay, Loki, stop. He's a Leo. He likes to shine and have the attention on him. Anyways, this house is where our inner child lives. This is also how we shine, or where or how we get noticed. For many of you, you will need to watch for anger or frustrations in regards to lovers, children, or even a block in your creativity. If you get frustrated in this, then just know this will pass. You will be able to express yourself fully. So thankfully, there are also fated events, actions, and decisions happening for Aquarius with lovers, with children, with their creative abilities and projects and hobbies, as well as how they shine. And so keep in mind, there could be opportunities here as long as you put the work in. Opportunities, and again, fated events, fated decisions, and things like that have a dramatic effect on our lives, on our future. Also, you have Saturn and Jupiter supporting your 1st house of self, of identity, of ego, of action, drive, anger, desires, and wants. So any work done here, especially in disciplining or structuring yourself in these areas, will be rewarded. So put in the work, guys. Once the sun enters Aries, you could experience more energy for communicating, networking, more mental energy in general, as well as more to do with extended family or neighbors. So yeah, you guys will likely be more chatty once the sun goes into Aries. You guys will be feeling more able to express your eccentric selves. There's also opportunities to heal, especially through communications, how you think, how you communicate, especially your words in general. Your words can be very healing now, especially, pursuing those conversations that might be difficult or painful to have. Now is the time to do it. It's a great time to express yourself and explain yourself. Ideas, networking, or plans worked on now could also bring some form of healing as well. Talking about your anger and your pain and your difficulties and hardships could help others understand and see you more clearly. So keep that in mind. You can't just hope people will read your mind. This is kind of a Pisces thing, but Aquarius can do it too, because they're both very intuitive signs. So, people can't read your mind. You have to sometimes explain yourself, no matter how hard that might be. You're very eccentric and unique energy, Aquarius. But there are people who will get you, who will understand. You just have to put that effort in. But yeah, very opportune time for everybody. It's a good time to work on yourself, discipline your drive and what you work towards, like I said. And yeah, you could definitely heal through communications. So let's pull some cards for you guys. This is definitely a time, it's like a shift in cycles right now. I think I talked about this a bit in my full moon videos, so if you haven't checked those out, they go into more detail about some of the stuff that's going on. But yeah, really crazy times right now that are really opening doors for us. So all we have to do is do the work and jump through. All right, so let's pull some cards for Aquarius. Thank you, angels, guides, ancestors, for assisting me and guiding me and delivering these messages accurately and clearly. What does Aquarius need to know in regards to Mars and Gemini and what that holds for them? What does that mean for Aquarius? What does Mars and Gemini mean for Aquarius? What's up for them? Okay. So what else does Aquarius need to know in regards to Mars and Gemini energy coming up or presently occurring? What does Aquarius need to know in regards to Mars and Gemini? What does Aquarius need to know in regards to Mars and Gemini? What does Aquarius need to know in regards to Mars and Gemini? Okay. All right. Yeah, that's making sense. Anything else for Aquarius? What do they need to know about Mars and Gemini? What that means for them? Perfect. All right. So the first card. Let me fix my legs. The first card I have for you guys is Six of Swords. So I think a couple signs got this as well. I think Capricorn was one of them. Anyway. Excuse me. Oh, how rude of me. Anyway. This is signifying leaving troubled waters behind, the Six of Swords. So there could have been some really hard times that you just went through, some tough lessons, tough experiences. There could have been some really bad or difficult, some words spoken that were hurting or hurt others. There could also have been some difficult memories, difficult lessons, difficult. But you're leaving troubled waters behind and entering smoother waters, calmer waters. So hang in there. This is also a good time to let go of those things that you no longer want in your life or that don't serve your highest good and well-being. I think a lot of you are having to just really think about the things you've been through and the lessons you've been through up until now. And apply those lessons where you need to, but also don't be afraid to leave certain things behind to move forward. You are entering calmer waters, like I said, and your destination is just on the horizon. You can just see, there's land over there. It's like, okay, time for something new. Let's leave this behind. Let's move on here. The next card is the Fool. So this can represent risk taking, a new beginning. Maybe you've had to take a risk in order to get to this new beginning. It's fine to start over and it's fine to enjoy this new chapter, but listen to the people around you because they could hold some advice that could help. They could be warning you of some danger as well. So make sure to communicate and let others communicate as well. But yeah, there's definitely an innocence to this card, like, being excited for this new chapter, being excited for, new cycles to begin, new adventures. You're very free-spirited, period, very open-minded sign, Aquarius. But with this card here, it's almost like you're getting that chance to be yourself finally for a bit. Maybe you haven't been able to in a while. I also feel like you're going to be expressing yourself and your ideas and these, new things that come up for you. You're going to be wanting to talk about them. So that's cool. And the Page of Swords, which just confirms what I just said pretty much. This can represent an air sign. So this can be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or this can represent communications. This can represent receiving news. This can also represent communicating about your ideas, communicating your thoughts, communicating how you really actually feel. Aquarius, this is also you being blunt about what you think, and you guys are already that anyways, so I don't think this will be anything different. But communication, maybe you've been holding off and communicating certain things up until now. So again, you can heal a lot of yourself and others through communicating. So keep that in mind. Communicate where you know you need to. And also don't be afraid to pursue those new avenues, those new adventures, that new chapter. This could be exactly what you need. And then there's the Six of Wands. So this, not swans, wands, Six of Wands. This can represent celebrations, being acknowledged for who you are, for what you've been through, what you know, and what you've experienced. This is also being acknowledged for hard work, for success, for putting that work in. It's also being acknowledged for your, I think I said this, knowledge, success, achievements. People could really be celebrating you right now and how far you've come. And if not, then you need to do this, especially, only you know how far you've actually come. So give yourself that pat on the back when it's due. And also, I'm hearing you might find there could be some acknowledgement through conversations that you pursue or conversations that you have. People could be acknowledging you through this or through your expressing your self, your passions, your true feelings. And then there's also the Page of Wands, which is very fiery suit. Page of Wands can represent a fire sign in your life. So this can be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Or this could be a fiery side to yourself right now. You pursuing your desires, you pursuing your dreams, your goals, your hobbies, these things that light that fire in you, that bring back that passion, bring back that inspiration. I just saw 1221. Also, some of you, I feel like these passions or hobbies or interests could be related to past lives for some of you. That's crazy. I don't usually get that with this card. But yeah, if you feel or have felt for a long time pulled in a certain direction, this is confirmation. Go for it, buddy. Be confident. I feel like you will be confident. You will have a restored faith in yourself and restored confidence, restored energy. And yeah, it's going to be really good for you. Mars in Gemini is very beneficial for Aquarius, especially you have Saturn and Jupiter in your first house. Any work that you do with yourself, this includes selfishness, any area, I hate to say it, but through being selfish in some ways is how you're going to help others or how you're going to be able to be better for others, including, disciplining yourself, structuring yourself, being hard on yourself in certain areas that you need to grow or you need to fix. And yeah, because this is going to make room for some pretty awesome stuff, especially stuff you're passionate about. Like I said, stuff that you love, stuff that's going to bring joy and fire back in your life. And then the last card is the Ace of Swords. So this card can represent new beginnings in regards to ideas. This can be new communications period. You guys have lots of communication cards. There's 3 sword suits that came up. So this really confirms a lot of the stuff I was just telling you about with the astrology part. Benefiting through communicating, healing others through communicating, making those communications or conversations that maybe you've been putting off or hesitating or postponing or procrastinating, as well as ideas, as well as thoughts that you've been holding on to for a while. This is a new beginning. This is new, new ideas that you want to pursue, new ways of thinking, new ways of speaking. Interesting. Networking, talking with others about your plans, about your ideas, your wishes, hopes, and dreams. Some of you could be learning new things. Some of you could be enhancing your skills, especially skills that have to do with the hands. or communicating. Some of you will be using the internet to communicate. Some of you will be using it to network. Some of you will be receiving messages or giving those messages. And that's all I have for Aquarius today. Yeah, Mars and Gemini is going to be, the next 2 months is going to be interesting, to say the least. A lot of decisions we make now are going to affect our future big time, especially any actions we put in towards our ideas, towards these all this stuff I just mentioned. It's all going to be rewarded if we do the work. So do the work. And yeah, best of luck in this new beginning, this new chapter coming up for you guys. And yeah, enjoy Mars in Gemini. Until next time.